What's going on? Gonna build a retro AR. Gonna build a GAU5A/A or GAU5, which is just the Air Force version of the XM177E2. It's a slick side upper, don't have the forward assist compared to like that does. I'll go over the parts list, which some of these places are been sold out, bought out, and that kind of thing. I'll kind of tell you where to go. But this is a Nodak upper and lower, which Nodak is no more. They got bought out by Palmetto, which now you can go under their Harrington Richardson line or H&R line and get one. This is a couple years. It might have been a year or two before they got bought out, I think. I remember like back in the day, you just literally just called them up and ordered. I think you talked to I think it was Harlan. I don't know if he's still with it. Or I think Mike still is, and everything like that. And then of course that's Nodak charge handle again. You can go to Palmetto, State Armor, look under the H&R line or Harrington Richardson line. H&R upper and lower parts kit, which also I'm not a fan of the reproduction A1 pistol grips compared to like an original. They don't have that modeling and just the feel of them. Just don't like it. But those are a lot harder to find these days, man, because just the amount of retro builds being built and things like that. So one of those things where I bought like 2 of them thinking that was all I need years ago, and now I wish I would have bought a couple more. Such is life. And we got an Expo Arms chrome bolt, which does have the serration for forward assist, but maybe you can find slick bolts, but oh well, it'd be fine. Of course, if I end up swapping that bolt to another gun, I can use it on that. And then the handguards, which are 6-hole, came from AR15 Sport. They don't have quite the kind of gloss look of the originals, but trying to buy one of those, these are like 15-20 bucks, which I think you can go to Palmetto and get theirs. They want like 50 or 60 for theirs. And then we got the go to Double Star. You can go to get their Ace Essential stock. I think maybe J&T Distributing too, I can't remember, or something like that. But that's nice having, like, that's a mil-spec tube and all that good stuff, which is on that gun too. Because back in the day, you either had to find like an original Colt, which was ungodly expensive, one of their aluminum stocks. I think I had bought like a commercial tube aluminum stock, but it would not stay locked. You would fire one round and it would slam forward, and so you would not hold back. And I think you can find like a Bushmaster aluminum stock, which didn't have the correct look, which I have that on my 653 MIDI. And then you got the barrels, which I do have 2 barrels. You got 2 Brownells 12.7 barrels. They are both 1-12 twist. This is one of the first run ones. You can see it has the bayonet lug, but one of the biggest annoyance was it had the triangle handguard cap. So you got to end up taking the damn front sight base out and replacing that. It was one of those things, they just put them out and then they realized they messed up on that. And that was one of the first things they corrected. Of course, then later on they end up actually producing them without the bayonet lug, which is a kind of a nice plus, which that's the reason why I went ahead and bought this one. Now it does come with a flat gray ring, but it does actually need for this build a tapered ring. I'm going to end up using that flat ring on that 653, and that's what actually correct for it. I think that goes over all the parts and stuff. Oh, the flash hider. Now I think you can go to H&R or Palmetto and buy theirs. That was made from I can't remember. I think it was a guy named John T. or John Thomas, but I can't say for certain. It's been like 10-12 years ago. I bought that thing whenever I was going to put this thing together as an XM build. That's what was really going to be. And ended up putting together as it was, and I liked it too much, so I ended up actually buying that's a Bushmaster barrel, and it was actually a Bushmaster upper. It came with the barrel. Of course, it had like a C7 upper. Ended up blowing it apart and putting it on that upper there, and then I liked it too much. I'm like, I'll just go ahead and put one of the Bushmaster barrels on order. Did that and waited like 6 months to get one of those barrels, because back in the day you couldn't find stuff, and never could get it. Never would get shipped out, so I ended up just canceling it, and then just had that flash hider sitting there. And then finally Barnell started making 12.7, which was nice, because then you could we're about cutting down like a 14.5 inch or 16 inch into 12.7. So that way you can sit there and put the correct flash hider on it and be legal when it's pinned and welded. Versus if you use an 11.5 inch with the correct flash hider, you'd come up short on the 16. Or you can buy like those 5.5 inch flash hiders, which didn't look good to me. I'd much rather have a little bit more barrel length and the correct flash hider so it looks more correct. But that's enough rambling on this thing. I'm gonna get this thing together. Oh, that's another thing I gotta do is once I get the upper together, I gotta sit there and take it to a gunsmith and have them drill the flash hider and have it pinned and welded so it's permanently attached as well. But y'all take it easy.